โอเคไปต่อกันเลยโจมตีเนครอนได้
Once more, sir, reconnaissance had identified 4 monoliths at the perimeter of the target area. They appear to be drawing power from the center. I don't know what for.
Excellent work. That area is supplying power that is used to upgrade their capabilities. It is mission critical that we prevent these monoliths from being fully restored, which means we will need to cut off their power.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
As you command.
Today the enemy shall know fear. Follow my lead. Taking command.
The warriors of the Inquisition are yours
At
to
your
command.
command. Scouts advance.
เก้า
At your command.
At your command. Infiltrating enemy territory.
My faith is my shield. Follow my lead.
ไปนี่เลยตึ้งตึ้งตึ้ง
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
What would you have me do?
We strike! The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
What is your will? Here to serve.
Defending objective.
Yes, most initiated. I shall
For the
obey.
Emperor!
ตึ้ง
What is your
Defending
will?
objective.
7 to 1 yes, initiated.
The enemies
I
of man
exist to
cannot
serve.
stand before us. Heresy grows from idleness. Yes, my lord. Understood.
Scouts in position.
Here to serve. I exist to
The
serve.
enemies of man cannot stand
And carry a
before
big
us.
gun. I serve
วอริเอล
mankind.
เดินนำไป
Today the enemy shall know fear. Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Under fire. The fallen shall be
Today
forever
the
remembered
enemy
as the
shall know
Emperor's
fear.
finest.
My aim shall not falter.
Ever vigilant.
Yes, my lord. Scouts ready.
Direct us to the enemy.
We will move
Under
ahead
fire.
and mark any enemy positions.
At your command. Fear denies faith.
Yes, my lord. Scouts here.
ตึ้งตึ้งตึ้งตึ้ง
Getting into position.
I await your instructions.
Commander, sensors have identified power flow from the central base to the 4 outer monoliths.
Build routine
There's a
7
point
to
at the
1
end path
initiated.
just outside the center. If we
Build
hold it,
routine
we can
7
turn
to
the power
1
off.
initiated.
อ้าวอะไรวะยังไม่เสร็จอยู่
Yes, Lord. As you wish.
ก็นึกว่าเสร็จแล้วเนี่ย
Heresy grows from idleness. Fire in the hole!
Scouts ready.
On alert,
Commander,
the enemy
our
must be
scanners show
nearby.
that this defensive force originated at the summoning core
I
at the
shall
back
not
of the
fail.
compound. Dispatching the core should prevent similar
We shall
defensive
know no
teleports.
โอเค
Faith is our shield. What's your order?
Scouts awaiting orders. Scouts in position. Yes, my lord.
Heresy grows from under
I
fire.
await your instructions.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
ไว้ได้สกิลโดนก็ไปเด็ก
Ever vigilant.
โอเคกลับมา
Getting into position.
Yes, Lord.
โอเคเหมือนเดิมเดี๋ยวตรงนี้เขาใช้เวลาสักครู่หนึงเพราะว่าถ้าไปยึดตรงเนี้ยยังไงก็เดี๋ยวก็เหมือนเดิมนะ
Today the enemy shall know fear.
Located small Necron outpost to the south and northwest. They have got sufficient strength to threaten our base.
โอเคเริ่มแรกเดี๋ยวบุกค่ายมันก่อน
Orders received.
โอเคจัดการตรึงเรียบร้อยไม่น่ามีอะไรแล้วตึ้งตึ้งตึ้งตึ้งตึ้ง
Orders received. Orders received. Orders received.
ค
Orders
อน
received.
หลอดอยู่ไหนอ๋ออยู่
Under
นี่
fire.
Engaging the enemy.
Under fire. Deep striking.
โอเคได้อยู่แล้ว
Under fire.
ตึ้งจะเป็นตึ้ง
Deep striking. What are your needs? The battlefield
ไปไหน
awaits.
ไป
Embark. The battlefield awaits. Command me. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Under fire. Apothecary
ปืน
here.
ท้อ
Apothecary
กำลัง
here.
เสริมกำลังไป
Apothecary here.
ช้าเหลือเกิน
Apothecary
ไม่
here.
ไหวนะตรงนี้มันก็ช้าเหลือเกิน
Apothecary here. I have awoken. We await your command. Squad broken! Where you need us most. The enemies of man cannot stand before us. The enemies of man cannot stand before us. The enemies of man cannot stand before us. Under fire.
ตัวสกิล
Morale restored. The enemies
ตัว
of
สกิ
man
ลของ
cannot
เกรนไนท์ไป
stand
ด้วยก็ไม่
before
น่ามี
us.
อะไรนะตรงเนี้ย
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
โอเคตัวนี้ก็ยังอยู่
The enemies of man cannot stand before us. The enemies of man cannot stand
เอ
before
เตอ
us.
ร์เคยตั้งหลักเลยเราตีไป
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
ไม่เป็นไรส่งใหม่
Under fire. Yes, it is better to die for the Emperor than battlefield awaits. Where do you need us most? Command me. The Emperor's finest reporting. By his glorious name. The enemies of man cannot stand before us. I am ready to serve. I have awoken.
สร้างใหม่
The enemies of man cannot stand before us. Under fire.
โอเคตรงนี้ก็เคลียร์
For orders.
โอเคจุดที่2ตึงตรึงตึง
Orders received. Orders received.
ฆ่าเบคอนหลอดก่อน
Under
ค่อย
fire.
ยิง
Engaging the enemy. Orders received.
โอเค
Deep striking. Under fire. Deep striking. At last, back to war. I will
Not.
purge the unclean. Apothecary here. What are your needs? Feel the power of the Emperor! I still serve. I shall end you. The enemies of man cannot stand before us. The enemies of man cannot stand before us. can I serve? The enemies of man cannot stand before us. What are your needs? Under fire.
Reporting. Command me. By his word.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
Hammond here. Ready for orders.
How can I serve? What are your needs?
We await your command.
โอเค
Faith is eternal.
ตรงนี้ก็เคลียร์เรียบร้อยโอเคมา
I will
กัน
crush those who stand
ตึง
before me.
ตึง
Apothecary here.
I am ready to serve again.
How can I serve?
Hammond here. Ready for orders.
Apothecary here.
Credit deployed. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Under fire. The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
Your will.
The
I
enemies of
am
man
ready to
cannot
serve
stand before
again.
us.
We await your command. Hammond here. Ready for orders.
Apothecary. The enemies of man cannot stand before us. I follow your commands. Direct me to the injured.
The Emperor's finest. Hammond here. Ready for orders. Back to
The warriors of the
ๆเป็น
Inquisition
ไง
are
เดี๋ยวตัว
yours
เดียว
to
ได้ไง
command.
เนี่ยว้าย
At last, back to war. Faith is eternal.
What are your needs? I follow your commands.
At last, back to war. Your will. None shall survive. Faith is eternal. Where you need us most.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Restored.
โอเค
Yes.
ตึง
Under fire.
The Emperor's finest. Reporting. Command me. I shall end where you need us most. The Emperor's finest. Reporting.
Under fire.
For the Emperor. It is better to die for the Emperor
เป็น
than
น็อต
live for
เคลียร์ร
yourself.
อบ
The Emperor's finest. Reporting.
ๆเจอนายตายหมดไม่เป็นไรช่างมันตรงนี้
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Your will. At last, back to war. The Emperor's finest. Reporting. None shall survive. At last, back to war.
How can I serve? Apothecary here.
Scouts ready. At your command.
The battlefield awaits. I follow your commands. The battlefield awaits. No servant of the
Okay,
Emperor
we
shall
are one.
fall in my helmet.
โอเค
Moving out.
จุดบนนี้
I will purge the
เราจะเอาแรน
unclean.
เรเดอร์จริงๆอาจจะจบไปเลยก็ได้นะแต่แบบขอเคลียร์ห
Under
น่อย
fire.
Moving out.
จะได้เอาเพราะว่าบอเรียยังเหลืออีก2 อันนะที่ต้องอัปเกรด
I will be there soon. I shall avenge. Deceiver. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Under fire.
Deep striking. Deep striking.
Under fire.
Shall not.
Apothecary here. The enemies of man shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's
ติดเลย
finest.
ดิ
Yes. None shall survive.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us. What are your needs?
We await your command. None shall survive.
แต่ไม่เป็นไรเทพขาดอันเมย์มันอยู่แป๊บเดียว
Apothecary here. How can I serve?
Where you need us most. A moment of laxity spawns a lifetime of heresy. Yes.
Under fire. How can I serve?
Your will. The Emperor's finest reporting. Make way.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us. What are your needs?
None shall survive. Where you need us
ไป
most.
ยึด
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
โอเคตรงนี้ก็เคลียร์เรียบร้อย
The enemies of man cannot stand.
ต่อไปตรงนี้
Orders received. Orders received. Orders received.
Under fire.
Orders received. Orders received. Orders received.
ท่านรอนอยู่ไหน
Orders received. Orders received. Orders received.
ท่านรอนไม่อยู่ไม่เป็นไร
The battlefield is already in the air.
ของไอ้เมฆ
Apothecary here. Feel the power of the Emperor. What are your needs? What are your needs?
The Emperor's
Under
finest
fire.
squad broken.
Apothecary here. What are your needs? What are your needs?
Where you need us most.
Apothecary here.
Where you need us most.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
None shall survive. Squad
Under
morale
fire.
restored.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
เฮ้ยเรื่องรีเจนวัด
Under fire.
เมื่อกี้เห็นครึ่งหลอดแล้วจู่ๆเลือดรีเจน
Under fire.
อะไรวะเนี่ย
Apothecary here. How can I serve? I follow your commands. No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help.
โอเคตรงนี้ก็เคลียร์ตรงนี้ก็เคลียร์ตึ๊ดโอเคเรียบร้อยหมดแล้วก็ไม่น่ามีอะไรแล้วมั่งตรงเนี้ย
Hammond here. Ready for orders.
น่าจะหมดแล้วแหละรอบนอกโอเคไปตึ้ง
As you command. Whirlwind here. As you command. Raider armored transport here.
Under
Hammond
fire.
here. Ready for orders. Whirlwind here.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed.
The Emperor's finest report.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. Space Marines attack!
The enemies of man cannot stand before us. The enemies of man cannot stand before the Emperor's finest.
Space Marines attack!
Where you need us most.
Predator at your command.
โอเคตรงนี้
What are your needs? Fire in the hole! Under fire! Under fire! The fallen shall be forever
An open
remembered
mind
as the
is like a
Emperor's
fortress
finest.
with its gates unbarred and unguarded. An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
How can I serve?
I stand ready. I stand ready.
How can I serve? I follow your commands. No servant of the Emperor shall fall in my notice. What are your needs?
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Okay, ไปปิดฉากกันได้เลย
Land Raiders at your disposal.
Hammond here, ready for orders.
Predators at your command. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Predator tank here. Approaching target.
อุ้ยมันไม่เห็น
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Predator at your command. Predator at your command.
Yes, my lord. Cleanse, purge, kill.
Okay. Oh.
The famed soldiers of the Blood Ravens chapter were no strangers to the dread Necron legions.